Hello guys, welcome back to a new video today. Before I get started, I hope you guys are doing great today as always. No, I am not uploading this at Wednesday at 6 o'clock like I said I was going to. No. I am disappointing myself, I'm failing myself, I'm not being disciplined enough that I need to be. Because Wednesday is upload day. And what am I doing after school? I'm feeling tired, I'm going on my phone, and I take that nap. And that ruins my day because I wake up, it's dark out, can't really make my video out. And I can't record it inside because I like to be loud enough, and I don't want my family hearing me, I guess you could say, because it's not that I'm embarrassed at my work, but I really want to be wide and open, and I do a lot of retakes too, so you're gonna be hearing the same shit, But in today's episode, what we're gonna be talking about in these videos is self-sabotage, right? Which is basically what been doing. Haven't been uploading, but these videos are gonna be a read along. Yes, we're gonna be reading along this book. I'm doing this book for my project in English as well, so it's kind of a win-win. I get to teach you guys in YouTube and these videos, and I get to do a project that's easy for me. And if I need to look back on something, I could just look back on one of my videos. So we're all good, But if you haven't seen already, this book is called The Mountain Is You. By Brianna West. It's about transforming self-sabotage into self-mastery. The ultimate seeker's guide for those brave enough to face their true north and take their power back. Surely down. About why we do it, when we do it, and how to stop doing it for good. Now, I've read up to the first chapter, wrote some annotates down, in that way that I'm not reading the whole chapter to you guys, so in that way you guys could read the book as well on your own, because reading the book on your own is great as well, obviously, because you get to actually read those things more in depth and add and make connections to your personal lives as well, make the adaptations, you understand? So definitely recommend getting the book always. I showed it to one of my friends, my coworkers, and she knew the book, so it might be a popular book. I'm barely getting into reading, guys, so recommend me more books to read. Getting through these, I need to get through these. I love learning through books. Learning them through the most. So I'm not school smart, I'm book smart for real. Corny. I know. But anyway, let's get through the first chapter. I'm gonna be telling you guys what I've mostly learned throughout what it's been telling me, or my summarizations, I guess you can say. And first, we're learning self-sabotage. Self-sabotage comes from deeper issues that have not been resolved or not have had better ways to cope with it, because what I'm starting to learn throughout the book is that self-sabotage is a coping mechanism. And I feel like that does kind of sound like common sense, but beforehand I did not know this whatsoever. I kind of thought self-sabotage was just dumb, because I thought people knew they were self-sabotaging and they just did it anyway. I didn't really come to an understanding of it, right? But we all self-sabotage in ways that we just don't know that we are doing, and a lot of people may show it, a lot of other people may not show it. Hurt people hurt people. Hurt people don't hurt people just because they want to hurt them, but in ways to protect themselves. And that's what I'm learning. It's a defensive coping mechanism, because it comes from fear. I have this one person in my life, or in my past life, that I think about a lot when I think about self-sabotage, because she did it a lot. And I never understood why. I'm telling you, I didn't understand why. But as reading the book, it comes to an understanding that it comes from fear. It comes from fear of being vulnerable. And at the time, I didn't understand it, because I was like, if you're scared about being vulnerable, I'm being vulnerable too, because I'm putting myself out there for you on the line. I could be getting hurt for this, and I'm putting myself out there. I don't understand why you can't do it as well. But it's more than just being vulnerable. It's because it's about not having control of things, I guess you can say, and not knowing the outcome of things. You just want to protect yourself to make sure you don't feel a certain way ever again. And I'm starting to understand that, but we all know that self-sabotage is not a good thing, man. You're only holding yourself back from things that you want to achieve, from things that you actually want, but you're holding yourself back out of fear. It's not okay. You think things could go bad as they can, but You never know. Instead of saying, damn, how bad can this be? Instead, tell yourself, how good can this be? You know, it's all about changing the mindset. Change in your belief systems, right? You know, if you try to fix the problem on the surface, you will always come up against the wall. I'm reading that off the book because that is such a thing. You know, an example, it says, this is because you're trying to rip off a Band-Aid before you have a strategy to heal the wound. Which is real. You know, if you're having a problem with self-sabotage, you can't fix that, you know, just like that. You know, you got to know what's the wound, what's coming from that wound, I guess you could say, right? Self-sabotage comes from what's unfamiliar. You know, I feel like a lot of cases, people think unfamiliarity is bad, and it's not bad at all. I got a good example of this, and that is when my friend got a haircut. My friend changed up his whole hairstyle, right? But that doesn't mean his haircut was bad. It was just unfamiliar. You never seen something like it. It was unusual. You've seen something so clear in a way, but it looks differently. Now it's suddenly changed, right? Change does not equal bad as well. When you make that change of your style or your hair or your appearance or whatever, that doesn't mean, just because you change your appearance or your style out of nowhere doesn't mean you look from beautiful to ugly. No. Change does not equal bad whatsoever, guys. Change is good. Change is good. Because if things were always to stay the same, would we not get tired of our lives? Would we not get tired of how things are? Be honest, guys, like, change is good. See, change is a good thing, because change is, you know, people change, trees change, everything changes, you know, either for the good, for the worse, but change is good, you know. So always try to make the change for the better, always, not for the worse, always, you know. But you must have courage to change your belief systems, you know. You got to actually tell yourself that you can do these things, that you can overcome this self-sabotage or these things, you know. It comes from self-belief, this mindset. So first, before you want to start fixing, healing your self-sabotage, bro, or your self-wounds that you got to heal, start fixing this first, your belief system. Start telling yourself that you know that you can change yourself. You can change your self-sabotage. You can change your defensive mechanism or your coping mechanism. I'm sorry, I think I mixed those two words up. But you can change those coping mechanisms. You know, you can make these changes. You can. And they will be for the better. I'm telling you, things will change for the better. I'm telling you. But yeah, I'm telling you, what's unfamiliar does not mean it's bad. You know, my homie got changed his haircut. He looks good now. That's what I'm saying. Like, it looks unfamiliar the first days, but after you start seeing them in this new haircut, this new style, you're like, dang, okay. You are looking better now. Okay. See, that's how things go, you know? If you're scared of making that change, man, just go for it, man. Just go for it. If it's unfamiliar, it's gonna be unfamiliar. That's how things are supposed to be, you know? If you know how things are gonna be seen, things in life wouldn't really be fun. You know, if you knew the outcomes of things. Like, if I never knew, like, if I started this YouTube channel, if I always had this belief that it wasn't gonna blow up, I wouldn't really be that happy. You know, hopefully you understand what I'm saying. I feel like that last part didn't make sense, but I think it did. Rock bottom. Rock bottom. Rock bottom, I think, is the best stage to be at. I mean, no, it's not. It's not. Obviously, it's not. It feels like the worst. When you hit rock bottom, that feels like the worst. Because you never want to feel that way again. Once you hit rock bottom, that's what starts the healing journey. That's what makes you want to change. Because you're like, I am never going to let myself get this disrespected or get this much hurt. I don't want to feel this way ever again. I'm going to make sure whatever I can do to make myself not feel this way again. You know, that's what rock bottom is. So if you're at rock bottom, you're good. Because all you can do now is grow and learn from here and grow up. I'm telling you, rock bottom is a beautiful thing. It is. It really is. And that healing journey only begins with you. You know, it's okay no matter how many times you tried. You know, rock bottom is when we're finally faced with ourselves and our problems and our issues. You see what I'm saying here? When you're making that change, though, You will lose things in life. You might lose friends. Things that you thought made you the person you were. But when you lose things, you're only making more space for other things to come in, right? So if you lose friends on your way of your self-healing, self-journey, starting to realize people are way different than you thought they were, cut them off, lose them, let them walk away. Because you're just going to make more space for better people that can come in with better energy, better genuine people, better vibes, better this and that, you know? So never feel sad about what you're losing, because you're only getting more space for more people to come in. So always that. That is my review off of chapter 1. The chapter 1 was called The Mountain Is You. Pretty sure. Yes, I think it was. Okay. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys liked chapters 1. Hopefully you guys understood today's concept or message off of chapter 1. If you liked what you heard, press that like and subscribe button. Keep liking and keep watching the videos so I can know to keep the series going. I'm probably gonna keep it going either way if y'all don't like it or not, so I don't care. But keep it going. So share this video with a friend. If you learned a lot, please let me know. Please let me know your feedback in the comments down below, because I love to know your feedback, guys. It really means the most to me. And we're almost at 100 subscribers, guys. Thank you for the 2 subscribers from the last video. Thank you guys so much, and I really appreciate every one of you guys. Have a beautiful, blessed day, guys. See you guys in the next one.